Something exciting has arrived in Dublin, combining 80 years of service excellence with 120 years of German engineering. Linder's Opel, the new name for Opel in Finglas and Turvey. Call in and meet our expert sales and service teams. Find your perfect 191 Opel and choose your perfect offer. With 0% PCP and HP finance, a guaranteed minimum of €3,000 scrappage or 3 years free servicing. Visit lindersopel.ie for details or drop into us at Finglas and Turvey. Linder's Opel, now open. Terms and conditions apply.
Put it in it.
Alright, welcome to another episode of People's Mic. I'm Jimmy Peoples. Introduce yourself.
What's up with Natalie Kim?
Natalie motherfucking Kim.
I'm Yoni Downs.
Yoni Downs. Hi. And watch him not talk now. Watch him be super quiet.
So where you from, Yoni?
See, that didn't work. Short version, I was born in Israel, raised in the Midwest, Oklahoma and Minnesota.
Oh, that would have been awesome for her.
So,
Israel, Minnesota?
No, moving.
Yeah. I was a little Israeli kid in Oklahoma, and then I was a little Oklahoma boy in Minnesota. That's kind of what happened. So, we moved a couple times, and then I went to college in Chicago, and then I had some friends that moved to Brooklyn, and I was like, Brooklyn's cool, and then I moved here. And then I met this German woman, and I moved to Germany for 2.5 years, and then I moved back to New York once we broke up. So that's the whole 33 years.
How long were you in Germany?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. I try to keep it as brief as possible.
Bist du krank?
Ein bisschen, ja. Also, ja. Nicht total, ja. Ich bin Deutsch.
Ich spreche nie Deutsch. That's all I know.
That's almost German.
Almost? That's level 1 Pimsburg.
Was ist los?
Good job.
Schrash is horse
That's all it is.
Yo, I said something.
That almost sounded, Chinese. When I made fun of you, that almost ended up sounding Chinese.
I'm not Chinese.
No, you're not, but when I did.
Where are you from?
Baruch.
And we've come full circle.
You said you're not Chinese? Korean, right?
Yes.
Adopted
Yes.
by white people.
Word.
I was at a show the other week, and it was a bunch of Asian girls, right?
All adopted?
No. And then I was like, which one of you is adopted? It was like, we ain't adopted.
Oh, they don't like that. No. We're like second-class citizens.
Yeah, then one was sitting in the corner. I was like, there's always one that's adopted. She was like, me. I said, see? She was like, no, I missed that part. She was like, see, I was right. And they were like, oh, bitch. And they gave her, they were like ice grilling her the whole time. And I was like,
No, they weren't. They ignored her.
Yeah.
Didn't give her the credibility of being recognized.
But she was cute. She was fun.
Most adoptees are.
Yeah, because she's westernized, right? You feel you're more
wow.
Westernized. What is the wow?
I think maybe you can ask a question about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people. That's the problem.
Good. I said.
You're mostly westernized, right? But
adopted kids
in terms of being fun because they're westernized. That's what the whole moment was.
Yes.
You said she's fun, I think.
Yeah, she's fun.
Or you could say like, hey, so what's an experience being a black man in America?
I don't know.
It must be like really easy.
Is that what it sounded like? I said.
No, not at all. It's
right.
It's more in the
African Americans
conversation.
are like westernized, fun versions of Africans, right?
What? I'm so confused. Yeah,
it's like a fun African.
I'm not that angry.
That is, yeah.
I hope you don't take it the wrong way. It's more like I think everyone is making assumptions about everyone, and even if it's very subtle and granular, then I just like to point it out. And I don't, people don't like it. Like sometimes people are like, "Ni hao ma," that's not what I speak. So I'm just like, oh,
they assume.
And so like, anytime anyone says to you, like,
because people on the outside, there's no cheat code to know where you're from without asking. So we say stupid shit.
Right.
Well, that's what I think the real offense is stupidity. It's not about the ethnicity. It's like you didn't put any thought into your comment.
Right. You just see someone as a block.
Offensive.
You just see someone as like that tiki thing. Yeah. That's what you see the person as.
Right.
And then you're gonna say it instead of being.
Would you associate with that?
Hawaii,
whatever that person is.
Hawaii, autos. Comics, desperate people.
So if it was like a guy who looked Hawaiian and was like, yeah, Otto Schrogenhead, because we don't know.
I don't know anything about you.
Has anybody ever thought you were Hawaiian?
No.
Is that where you were going? Okay, that's where you were going with that.
No, what I'm saying is I just wouldn't make any sense. I would try really hard to go against my...
But assuming it's so easy.
It is.
Right.
It's so fun. I was like, oh, you're what I think you are.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why, anyway.
Okay.
Right.
So...
we're going to clean this up. We're going to bring it back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Because you're tough. Whatever.
I'm not tough.
You are
okay,
tough.
anyway, moving on.
But yeah, you are. You gotta be.
I'm not. What are you talking about? I'm like a ball of like jelly marshmallows or whatever. I'm not at all tough.
Is that a kind of thing? I don't understand what that means. Ball of jelly. What is that?
It's just gelatinous, like always moving. Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm totally. I just came from a protest. That's why I'm a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's protest energy.
Yes, so there's like I didn't.
You ready to go? You ready? You're at the fence.
I didn't protest. Actually, they were lawyers, Legal Aid Society, UAW.
At NYU?
No,
Where was it?
Foley Square, right in front of the Supreme Court, and they were protesting Kavanaugh. And it was dope.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to get political, but
right.
No.
Well, it's just like I didn't ever imagine that during a hearing like that. Sorry, I just tickled me. It was exciting. Hey, everybody.
That's my one pet peeve when I'm with a girl. It's like, don't touch my leg.
I'm sorry I touched you.
Yeah, no, you can tell everybody's fine. Legs are super sensitive.
What kind of a straight pet peeve is that? Excuse me, cisgender pet peeve.
No. Well, you don't get to it.
Anyway.
I have nerve damage and my legs are sensitive.
Okay. No, I just didn't imagine that in a hearing that we'd hear the nominee say, I like beer. I was like, where are we?
Did you?
I didn't understand that. Like, if you're at that point, it's like that's what you say to your mom when she's like, "How many beers do you regularly have?" And you're trying to like give something up so that it makes it seem more honest that you do it at all, because obviously you're not a saint.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? Like when my dad first asked me if I smoked weed when I was like 16, I was like, "I have." I was trying to make myself seem credible, so it didn't look like I smoked it all the time. Like I'm aware of doing it. So Kavanaugh's in that hearing saying basically, I enjoy beer. Of course I do. And on the one hand, of course everybody does. He's appealing to the masses.
So why? What was the problem with him? Why was it such a big deal for him to keep that secret?
It's a Supreme Court hearing. You know what I mean? Yeah. For him to say that, it's
he brought it up, or they brought it up.
They brought up his binge drinking in college.
Okay.
And I drink like crazy in college. You know what I mean? And so I think, on the one hand. What are you pointing at her for?
Grab a chair. That's
Esther.
a grab a chair.
Oh, okay. How come he didn't get invited to grab a chair?
Yeah, why didn't you? That's
fucked up. I already pre-booked him, and he just walked in, and I love Doug Brady, but...
Oh, she's supposed to be on the podcast as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, man,
okay.
I'm fashionably late.
You're supposed to be them two. It was them two.
Do you need me to scoot over a bit? I've got some space.
No, you're good. We're good.
We're good. I don't want to have to touch you.
We're here. Keep talking.
Okay, to finish this up, it's not a great point. I'm just going to say I didn't imagine hearing a guy saying I like beer in a hearing about...
This is fun. Never both on this.
Okay.
What did she say? What did you say?
I just made a pass at her. Flirting with each other.
This is a sexy podcast.
We'll have to start flirting with each other to match that.
Yes. Don't touch me.
Okay. I'll make it all.
What was the most fun thing you did this week?
You go ahead.
Me? I was on set for FBI.
Oh, nice.
And I guess I'm a featured background or whatever. So, and I was coming to the mic, it's mostly dudes. And so...
Is that true?
A lot of times. Yeah, look at the list. But they booked all mostly females for the FBI bullpen, and it was just me.
Oh.
So it's me and all women.
And they're all talking about how you get an agent. And like,
so you SAG. And
you gotta get your headshots done there.
That's interesting. I'm like, what is the casting office thinking when they put one black man and a shit ton of women?
But that wasn't.
Everybody looked up and it was like, they're all hot, like FBI.
And I just like the beat is like the rape beat.
It was really. They were like,
I'm trying to find this asshole.
It's just
and it's this one man who's like, I am the asshole.
They were like, they were like, you do look
actually,
like an FBI.
You're gonna eventually you can get a role like that.
Because where my desk is, they always walk in. So I was on the pilot, and I'm the first guy you see.
What the hell? I mean, how could he not be on a TV show?
Yeah.
Man?
So you're going like, this is the rape beat, and behind her, like, yeah.
Saying weird shit like, okay, make a scary face. Yeah. Make a face like you've had a horrible life.
I had to look comfortable. No, I'm a safe black guy. Safe black
like, you got any mugshots? Send them our way.
You don't want to say black guy.
I try hard. I try really hard just to hold this up.
Don't worry about it.
I need glasses. That's what it is.
I got cast as a hipster in a commercial, and I wore almost all my own clothes.
Yeah, I can
I
see
hate
that.
In the commercial.
That word is
You hate the word
so
hipster?
Yeah.
Why?
It's just dorky. I don't know. Like people say, like, oh,
It's like
so
edgy.
hipster. Yeah,
Or
like
this
if
vague?
Quirky. Oh my god.
Is it because it's vague and it doesn't really? Is it the same thing as like we're talking about not grouping people together in like an intelligent way?
I envision how white people listen to hip hop.
That's
I feel like they took it was white people who listen to hip hop. That's what I thought it was.
Right.
When I first heard it, it was like, yeah, it's hip hop, and then we're listening to it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, white people do listen to hip hop.
Yeah,
they do.
They're like some hipsters.
That makes them hipsters.
I always just associate them with serial killers.
White people listen to hip hop or serial killers?
Like when they're like listening to it. Oh my god.
If they make that face.
Young white guys. You ever see Andrew Harms?
Sorry, I didn't mean to touch your leg.
Yeah.
Do you listen to hip hop?
I like.
You have sex to hip hop?
I don't
have Doom Cool.
Do you have sex to hip hop?
R&B.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's silence. That's pause.
I had sex at a club to Juvenile.
In the bathroom of the club?
Jimmy.
No, on the main floor.
But
What?
That's
Protect
college.
Okay.
No. That's why there's absolutely a kid out there.
Yeah. There has to be a kid who's what?
Huh? Just walking around like, where's my dad?
Where's my
Yeah. Yeah, you're my dad. I'm always waiting for that. There has to be at least one. Yeah.
There's definitely none on my end.
No?
No, I'm not
We're
impregnated.
never gonna
anybody.
have that problem.
Why?
Because we fucking give birth to it. We know.
Right.
You know.
You can't forget like you gave birth and
Yeah,
had a fucking
that's different.
C-section right here.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Where did the scar come from?
Right.
Huh. Yeah.
There are stories of women who didn't know they were pregnant.
I
though.
know.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
They do
crazy.
have that story.
Yeah.
But you know when you give birth though. There's no way you can't not.
Yeah, when you give birth.
It's
you
like,
do
oh
know.
man, it's a really large
Sorry,
shit,
that
man.
big shit.
Sorry,
It's
This
really
is
big
your
shit.
Dude, there's women I've seen that where they're
That-
not in
They
person.
just look
I
down.
was like,
and
oh, that was a
talk
hard
shit.
period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
oh, it's clogged up.
That's not paying attention on a really high level.
Yes. Not in tune with your body.
Right.
What
No
was
way.
the question? What fun thing
We didn't
happened
really
this
fully
week?
introduce everyone here. We didn't
Ah.
really have
Did-
a show through, you know?
You introduce you.
And we didn't even get to Natalie. We didn't get to her.
I'm Esther Chen. Hi.
And she's from Taiwan. Yo, I didn't know that. I'm Natalie
Really?
Kim. But yeah,
You didn't know
no.
Well, how?
Why would I know that? Like I just
I
saw
don't
you at
know.
one. Anyway,
Where'd you
Just
think it was
so
from,
we
like
were just-
California?
I didn't think anything actually.
So here's my question now. All right, you don't know where she's from. How do you find out
Because she said it on stand up.
without
Stand-up
her saying it?
I would not have known.
You wouldn't ask.
Oh yeah.
You would. So how,
I'm one of those people who can play a spy. I'm very like generic
Yeah.
American a little bit.
Spy?
Yeah,
But
because
her-
you can't really tell exactly what my roots are.
But her mom
Yeah, I can
actually
see that.
taught English in Taiwan, and she. Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah, I learned it in my mom's school. I learned English.
English?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You like that?
I know, it's so awesome.
So it's like an accent that's like, I mean, we had teachers from everywhere. We weren't just like, oh, we can only hire Americans. We certainly had like Australians, New Zealand
That's
teachers.
confusing for the students.
But it wasn't for me though. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I just know because I did some volunteer English teaching once, which was ridiculous. That's probably why nobody learned anything. But the other teacher was Scottish, and so I was saying Sunday, and she was
God.
saying Sunday.
Yeah, Scottish.
And the kids were 5, and they were like, didn't...
That's how you learn it.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Sunday. It's sunny on a Sunday. They're like, who is... You know, and then I'm saying sunny on a Sunday, and
Well, I
they're
think
like, no, it's
our
both English.
system of teaching pronunciation is the system itself is quite American. So when they teach you to
Okay,
pronounce
yeah.
something, it is. And I think if they're, I mean, I don't really know how. I don't know the details as to how they train teachers, but I think when they follow that system, they're taught
Right.
to train the kids phonics in a certain way.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
gives
Not
them
at your
the-
school.
No.
Her mom
no.
had
My
standards.
school
Yeah,
was
my
not
mom
a
was
school.
like,
It was a bunch of like gringos in South America trying to pretend like they were helping people.
But we
I
had
went to
South
a,
Americans
okay.
as well, but they were just like we wanted the kids to like hear English of all kinds. So I guess in terms of pronunciation, there was like a special teacher for it.
Yeah.
But
Okay, well, you've got a curriculum, you're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
That's the lesson of that moment. You plan ahead. They won't have that
I
problem.
don't know if they did because I remember like sometimes we have like speech competitions. We're like, oh, that kid has like an RP accent.
What's
RP?
RP? Republic of.
No, what is?
Maybe just
You know
Republican.
RP, like when they write on their
He
resume
sounds like a
and do
Republican.
RP accent. It's like a standard British that's like back in the day. It's
Ah.
like polished, like
Oh.
Oscar Wilde British.
You
Old-
can
old
do it.
English,
then.
right?
Old
I
English?
can do it. Yeah.
Old English? Is that what you're saying?
It's not a London accent. It's like a very posh. I need to like read text.
Tell you house.
Drunken Head, New York City, established 2002.
This song never going to the market.
She's like, I'm not a monkey.
Chop, do it.
Exactly.
Whenever Tom makes fun of British people, that's the accent.
Okay, I'll read this email. Wait, am I about to say this?
Yes.
Oh, this is secret stuff. Hold on.
Read
It's like
NDA
stuff.
One of you guys is a spy.
If images do not load, please check your email settings.
Yeah.
You are receiving this email through the 2018 SAG Award Nominating Committee. We will occasionally notify you when seats become available at Film Nominating Committee screenings. Please note, members of the Film Nom Com will receive priority seating.
That's
Cordially advise
Yeah, secret spot.
It
sounds secret. It sounds very MI6-ish.
But it's not like London. It's
That's
not how
lovely
people in London
though. That's
speak
really
now.
like calming and like NPR
know.
telephone
I feel
voice.
nice
You can just
now.
read stuff. They have like smoke. And
I know
Not a
just
monkey.
read a book.
I know the personality
It's like
too.
old
It's like,
This is old news. But what do you guys think of
Yeah, that's
old
the
news?
They do
That's
Cardi,
for
Cardi,
old news.
Nicki.
You do one of the boxes. And,
Cardi and Nicki. Which team are you on?
Cardi and I don't have a team in this.
Cardi
I have
and
no
Nicki?
team in this.
Me neither.
No.
Who's Cardi and Nicki?
Cardi
Cardi
B and Nicki Minaj have a beef
Oh,
because
God.
somebody threw a shoe. I don't know the whole story.
that's so
Tell the story.
entertaining.
Do the backstory.
Tell me.
I mean,
Do you know
basically,
what happened?
like,
That's why you
I think-
westernized, because you know this information.
that's so stupid. There's,
How did y'all find out about this?
She
Facebook?
knows. I saw a gist of it.
Twitter?
I mean,
She has
there's
an inner
that
black
new
woman
fashion
in her.
week. No.
Oh, yeah,
No.
fashion week, I guess so. I don't read fashion. I don't know. I'm very disconnected.
Anyway.
Everywhere I'm like, where
Well,
are the extra
so
models?
she
and shit?
like, she basically, they got into a fight, and Cardi was saying that Nicki insulted her, and you know, a lot of people say that Nicki insults them. How can you guys not care? Anyway, so
We read other things.
I read some videos.
So yeah,
stupid
so
shit too. That's
so
just
she got Cardi took off her shoe and threw it, missed, got a knot in her head. She walked out with a big knot.
She got punched?
I think
Did Nicki
elbowed
punch
by a
somebody?
guard. Yeah,
By
not
the
by
guards,
Nicki.
okay.
I just think it's kind of
Yeah.
sad.
Cardi got elbowed by the guard.
So it's always,
Yeah, she threw her shoe.
usually they get hurt by the guards.
It's a
Because the
show,
guards are
you know.
pushing and pulling
Yeah,
everybody.
it's exciting.
It's not by the
Shit.
person they're trying to fight.
Yeah, but I feel like with all the shit that's going on, they should band together and
Yeah, they should
not
absolutely.
be fighting each other.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
understand where
Maybe
Cardi's
should
coming
win.
from, but I feel like, you know, if this is like shit we don't need right now, even though I love them, whatever.
Well, news media will always be there to pick up on it. So
What news do you watch?
then the ones that you read,
Facebook.
stories about them,
I
whoever
don't-
wrote these stories down. How do you know
That's
about
where I
it?
get my news.
I like the Daily Mail.
In the Daily Mail?
I'm
I have a
addicted.
smart news app on
That's,
my phone.
yeah, what is it called?
Smart news.
I gotta get it because
Yeah.
I cannot stand the Daily Mail. It's
Smart.
awful.
It gives me the
It's
gist.
rubbish. It's
And then,
horrible.
my alarm is my on my Samsung. It's Bixby. I guess that's my assistant. So I set my alarm to tell me the news, the gist of the news. So she reads the news. She. Yes, has to be she. And
Can't listen to a male voice.
no, I was like, I'm not
It's
listening.
like, shut up.
Yeah.
It's like, why is GPS a woman? I always think about that.
I love it.
It's
Why is
more
she just a
calming.
woman?
It's more inviting
Yeah.
and less threatening, and you know.
No,
You
because
can change
I
it.
hear people that say, "Shut up, woman." I'm like, oh my god.
What are
maybe
you
trusting.
talking about?
It's
What's
like
up?
when people have like road rage and like can't find like
Right.
they're like finding the direction. And
I like
it's
the ones where you can put the celebrity voice. Because my favorite is Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, right,
They
right.
have
They
it?
have a Samuel L. Jackson.
That'd be
Right.
great.
It's
They
like
have the
$14.
original
I would do
ones.
like
I'm never
James
gonna
Earl
buy it.
Jones.
See, they
James
started
Earl
off with
Jones.
Yoda and
No.
Snoop Dogg.
No,
Yeah,
please.
Yoda. And they got a bunch
Oh,
of them.
yeah, that was the
There was
beginning.
a bunch
How
of
long would
Now please
you've
invite
done
me.
voiceover?
them.
Like if you've done voiceover?
I did.
That's so good.
But so
So
like
fun.
how many sessions would you need to like say all the words that you need for anyway?
Now Google has it on lock. They have you just read a bunch of stuff and then they program it in. It's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
So
The
people
Google
can do it.
duplex. Yeah, anybody can do it. I think mostly.
Interesting.
So I can record it for you.
I believe like
And I'm like,
I don't,
Jimmy,
I don't know
I told
how,
you.
I
Take it
believe-
right here. I
I
told you.
believe so. They have to read
You
a
do
bunch of
it.
stuff.
The whole
Yeah,
time
I
is
was
yelling.
like, let's turn this
I'm just
off.
yelling.
Let's put GPS on silent.
Jimmy need to take your vitamins. I'm fucking driving.
And with the laugh.
Jimmy. Just a sounds like your mom, Jimmy.
Yes.
Yeah, Google Duplex has that robotic sound, where it's a what happened? They used it as a racist recording for Andrew McGill.
Really?
Yeah,
Who's
they
that?
were setting up. I don't know
The
who
actor?
did it. Andrew McGill is the first black governor of Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
So-
definitely thinking someone else. I was like the guy in Spider-Man.
So what happened was somebody sent like this robotic message that was like he was like chucking it up, like cooning for him, and in Florida, this hasn't known, but they use Google Duplex.
It's funny.
And, you know, when they take something and
Funny.
Well, I guess like if I'm
that's
like,
supposed to be
obsessed,
positive.
Right,
if I'm
right.
obsessed with someone, I would just like, record their voice in that system, and you can talk to them.
But it's
very
like a
Black
robot.
Mirror.
But
That
it,
is so you.
Well, people use like weapon. Whenever they have a weapon, they'll find it if they want to like change a message,
Yeah,
use it to further their cause. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like even on the smallest version of that is tabloid magazine photos of people that look like they're in a horrible state, just to like further the story that they're like a criminal. But it looks like they're just in between two facial expressions and they're caught like in this. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
like they
yeah, yeah.
use that to support the story.
yeah,
of
they
this guy was
could have just been having a
accused of
conversation.
this.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they like record you the whole time, and like the one time your face like makes a twitch, like you like
Right.
sneezing, and you're like
Right.
that one.
They just do rapid fire
It's
photos
devious.
and catch the ugliest
That's why
one.
they follow them and just keep taking pictures of them.
Right.
You know, and they save it for.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, weapons. Those are cool. Cultural weapons.
Cultural weapons.
There's a lot of those out there right now. It's an exciting time.
It is exciting. When do you think
What's
you
a
guys will be
cultural
ever
weapon?
leave?
Seriously.
What's your
I'm sorry,
bar?
you guys are talking about like common
wait,
things.
wait.
I'm like, we can talk about some fucked up shit that's going on.
What's your bar for leaving, like going to Canada?
Oh, I don't have one. No.
I'm going
I
to
have dual
Argentina.
citizenship. I can escape to Israel.
But I
either
heard it
fucked
was
up country
shit
whenever I
there
want
too.
to.
So
What would make you hightail it to Israel?
If I thought that there was absolutely no room to say anything, no room at all, and I don't feel like it's there right now. You know, if there's no room, then I'll go to.
What does no room mean?
I guess it means that if I feel like there are enough publications, enough examples of people being, I don't know if it's either
Offed?
criminalized or their careers removed, but even the careers removed, I'm not so sold on because I feel like you can always kind of reinvent yourself. But I've never been in that situation, so I don't know. But if there are enough examples where like it really feels like a fascist, you know, surrounding in every way, I don't know what that would look like. That's when I would probably hightail it out of here. But I think if it happens to America, it's going to be worldwide at that point. It's not going to be a thing that you can escape from. So that's my answer. Does that make any sense? Is
I
that
feel so good right now.
really?
Why?
No, I feel super sad.
Well, how do you feel? Like, what's the state for you right now?
Well, I don't have one, right? So,
You don't
but
have
a state.
an idea of what the state is. What
Oh,
the state
oh,
is right now?
what-
Or?
yeah. No, what I mean is like he's jumped beyond he's jumped beyond what I ever imagined. Like saying that he loves Kim Jong Un.
Oh, Trump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't know. Like, I think arresting journalists
Yeah,
en masse
that's-
would be a really great.
That's a much clearer answer than I gave. That's lovely.
Well, you spoke it out, and I just
That's
encapsulated
that
it.
works. That works.
I'll let you
Would it make
answer.
me go to Canada?
Yeah.
Or
Leave the country.
Well, it's tricky because I made a decision to come here because in some ways things are already so much better for me here because I've seen the other side. Like, I think the martial law for us ended when I was maybe 1 or 2. So
Yeah.
I didn't have to experience it, but certainly I saw, like, my grandparents saw people being shot in public by the
Yeah.
government,
Right.
people being paraded around for being intellects. So honestly, like, we sort of haven't had turmoil in just maybe the past short of 3 decades. So it's so funny, right? Like,
Yeah, you must
It's-
think of that when people complain about society
of course,
here.
they're like,
Could be
oh,
worse.
or like the
There's-
fact that so little people know how crazy the Chinese government is. They have no idea. Like, I don't know if you know
Yeah.
the documentary. How do you say that? Documentary.
Documentary?
Documentary.
Mentally.
Ai Weiwei came out.
Say it in the British voice.
I can't.
oh, down with the patriarchy. What?
And it was really hard to.
That's a forced laughter because it wasn't funny.
It was very strange that people like were so shocked by the film. I just felt like Americans knew they were so oblivious of things, so oblivious of things of how they were.
Distracting. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just put that there while we're talking.
I'm sorry.
By we, I mean
Sorry.
her.
I'm
What
sorry.
is that?
No.
It's nothing.
That's just making a point, okay?
Okay.
See, Americans don't care.
Yeah.
I'm the one
Our
that's
attention
right
span is
now.
so short. It's like, all right, well, something's happening.
Yeah, you started like
What else?
explaining, and he like, what's up? Let me just do my homework right now while you're doing this.
What's on the paper?
This paper's due at 3. I gotta get
As
it
an
done.
American, I was pretty like there's a magazine called Worth, and they were listing the highest paid or the most powerful people, and it's Xi Jinping right now. And I was like,
Highest paid?
considering number 2.
Oh, but that's also
Who's
like
number 2?
officially paid. How much money do you think Putin has?
He's number 2.
He probably.
Number 3.
I don't know. Who knows who these people are? They got money going through channels.
In the world or in China?
The power.
Just power.
Oh, that's what
Well, yeah,
it
he
was. It
also
wasn't.
controls like 1/6 of the world's population for that to begin with, and then he's influencing the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So I can
He's
definitely
quite a smart guy. Yeah. Putin. We just ended with Putin. Welcome back to the conversation.
Okay, yeah, let's.
No, here's the thing. But
We're getting
I
so
don't know.
deep, Jimmy.
If I don't know, I work out so shit hits the fan. I would never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. If shit hits the fan, no.
Yeah.
That's the world.
Right.
You know.
I know what you mean. I just
chaos.
I
love chaos.
I have family
I'm not gonna
there
run.
and I have family here,
Yeah.
so it's kind of about that. But I actually moved. I left the States for 2.5 years, and I came back 2 months before the election. And all my friends were like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Oh, right now?"
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to be back there."
Yeah. I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't know how bad shit is everywhere else.
Well, some places it's good in different ways. Every place.
Where's the place that's better than it is right here?
People are
Even
talking
at
a
our
lot
worst.
about. I was living in Berlin. We were talking about this
Amsterdam?
earlier, but Amsterdam, maybe
Netherlands.
great,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
healthcare.
Amsterdam. It's
Dude, I'm telling
You're
you.
riding a bike everywhere, and I get killed.
the fuck?
Yeah.
How's their Wi-Fi?
They probably have amazing Wi-Fi.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, you're from the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Ha-
I'm from the
How's
Bronx.
your Wi-Fi in the
It's pretty fast. They got hotspots everywhere.
What I'm saying is,
They
like,
figure out a
and
way.
you lived in Delaware.
I lived in Delaware.
Yeah, you
Where-
did.
where
I love
else?
Delaware.
Wait, what'd you move away? No sales tax?
Broke up.
No, but he met a
sales
woman in
tax.
Delaware. That's
Yeah, I was with a
relationships
woman in
are a whole
Delaware.
different
Yeah.
Woman in Delaware.
It's too small a state.
Yeah.
Never met her, but
What?
a
No,
woman in
she was
Delaware.
a fine woman. She had
You
shit.
would go to Delaware for a woman?
I went to Berlin.
See, I spent the first 5 years. I grew up in Florida, so I grew up in that.
So everywhere's
rural-
better than that.
Yeah, I grew up in Florida. I like Florida. I like that slow pace, and everybody looked you nice, said hello, and yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and you sold lemonade.
So
And,
maybe
and
Delaware was a
Still
good
seems
opportunity.
creepy in the South.
it's creepy as fuck, I guess now, but it was nice and slow, and it was like, it was nice. And then you come to
How
New
y'all
York,
doing?
and then you got to fight for everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I had
But
to
it's
fight
more.
the first day I moved to New York.
Why? What happened?
I was just shitty kids in New York. It's like you new here, oh, get jumped.
Wait, you grew up in?
I grew up in the
Oh, you
Bronx.
grew up in?
Yeah, no. I grew up in the Bronx, and then I left home when I was about 13 to go.
Okay, what's the story?
Got an academic scholarship to go to high school. It was
Oh, wow.
all white, mostly white high school in Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
The ABC program, they take inner city kids and send them to good schools. But now, what's funny about that is that school is like 300 in like best schools in the country, and the second best school in the country is a block away from my house in the Bronx.
Oh my God!
Bronx
Yeah.
Science.
Yes.
Right. Could
Bronx
have just
Science.
like if you were
Yes.
just stuck around in high school for another 5-10 years.
It's hard to get in. You have to take your exam, don't you?
Yeah. But you still you still get in. But the fact that
People
it's there,
pray.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it was so weird.
What was your
Right.
experience being in that environment?
I was like a superhero because I was one of the fastest kids in the country. So it
No
was
shit.
still different for me. Yeah. So I came
So it was positive.
before it was a little racism. I fought a couple times.
Oh,
I beat
yeah.
I had a fight with the state champion of wrestling, and then I joined the wrestling team. I had a fight with him in class because he said some bullshit about why do you have brown Band-Aids on? Band-Aids for black people, and I just computed as racist. I was like, no, they ain't black. Why aren't they? I just punched him, and then it was
Yeah.
like, oh, you
actually
beat
fun.
up Tom, you beat up Dan, and it was like, oh, it's a big deal, and then they called the newspapers like state champion wrestler.
So then,
got beat
yeah,
up.
you had to join the
I had to
wrestling
join
team.
the wrestling team.
Yeah.
I had to try out, but
That's a really
I was,
honorable choice. A lot
Yeah.
of people would be like, no,
the
I
coach was
won.
like, I need you. You gotta. you wore this kid out. You wore him out.
That's
And then y'all
amazing.
became best friends.
We were best.
Yeah,
we were cool
totally.
as shit. That's a fucking story. And then but I only And I beat the state champion, but it was a tournament. It was a
See,
tournament.
that right there to me, and I'm probably going to take this in the wrong direction, but that to me shows why it's still, you should be allowed to flip out. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying a little bit too.
You should be allowed to flip out. You might be wrong, but you need to understand out loud what your feelings are.
So this is what I'm saying about Cardi B. People are like, ugh. Like,
Cardi B.
no, like, and I want them to be together, not fighting each other. But like, how often, how many times have you wanted to take off your shoe and throw it at somebody?
Absolutely.
Every day.
And
there was a fight
where
this
it's
morning.
warranted,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
and yeah, I think because people haven't done that now, they're all angry and voting, you know, for some crazy.
Well, I'm working on a bit right now about, because I was an extra.
You're working on what?
A bit.
Okay.
I was working on a.
Never say you're working on a bit.
I'm working on it. Well, it's because I was an extra on the Deuce, and yeah, I know. But it's
Really?
a paid gig. It was fun. It's like networking. You
Some
just
people
hang out
are
and
like,
meet
they
people.
want to work the Deuce. No?
I don't.
No, it's not.
I
that.
shouldn't
It's just
criticize
my-
it yet, but
Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of the show. But
Keep mom.
I was there, and I noticed this really crazy thing where the PA, or the AD, sorry, the PA, the AD would walk around and he would have to keep all the extras quiet in between shots. We'd all start talking, and his method of doing it was, "Guys, everybody be quiet. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much."
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
It's this
I don't-
aggressive politeness, and
Yeah.
it's like everybody kind of gets disarmed because they're like, "Oh, he thanked us.
Mhm.
We haven't even done anything yet, but he thanked us already." Because back in the day, they would just fucking shout at you. You know what I mean? You're fucking fired if you don't shut up right now. You're extras. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be kind to you. But we're in this world now where we can't be mean to people, and everybody is working so hard to be friendly, and it's taking a lot of energy out of everybody. I can see it at work. I can see it. I work in a restaurant. I can see the managers talking that way.
See, I
You know
see
what I
the
mean?
opposite. I see people actually getting at each other.
Yeah, I saw a fight
You
this
do?
morning.
Yeah, like this. It was a real petty thing. This
I don't see that
black
that much.
woman and a white dude, and they're going for the seat. It's a New Yorker thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't like the way you looked at me." And he's like, "I didn't look at you. I let you have the seat." And I'm like, you know what?
Oh my god.
Where did that come from? Like,
I was about to say
People are
if he didn't give her the seat, then the fight is valid. But if she got the seat, then I don't understand what else is the point.
she felt he was looking at her funny, and
Right.
I can't say because I
Oh my
didn't see it,
God.
but I was just like, okay.
After he gave him the seat.
Yeah.
Right. But were they going for it at the
Yes,
same
they
time,
were,
and then
he probably was
he
like,
backed off?
Yeah. Anyway.
White guy?
Yeah.
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 Right. And that they might have been able to be friends.
That's
down
what I'm
the road.
saying.
You never
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Yes.
They just were having some
Sorry,
feelings.
yes, sir.
Tired. No.
Both tired. Yeah,
Yes.
working like 50 hours a week. We all have to work that
Yeah.
much, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I really just think we should be allowed to flip out. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Try to your
Without
hardest to be
weapons.
respectful. Yes,
No,
without
yeah,
weapons.
yeah.
But your words are like, like I just sometimes don't know what to do and I get angry and I'm trying not to.
Yeah.
I really am trying not to, but I it's hard to understand life. You know? It's difficult.
Do you have trouble expressing your anger?
Nah, I hold on to it. Yeah, I do. I have anger issues. Absolutely.
I have no problem because I'm not going to get shot by the cops.
Oh yeah.
That is harder. That is
Yeah.
harder for you.
So-
I can say whatever I want. I mean, I probably can't work in a corporate office because I will tell
Yeah.
someone.
Cops are
"Oh."
called a lot faster with me.
No, but that's
Yeah,
actually
it
really
goes,
good
it goes
point.
0 to all right.
It is. I
gotta
can
call
say
the
whatever I want, and
Well,
I
right.
do because like
Have-
a construction worker was like, "Hey, baby," and then we ignored him, and he's like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey, you Chinese bitch, why don't you suck my-" whatever?"
Right,
and I was
right.
like, "Yeah, I'll suck it after I suck your mother's." And he was so angry, and I was so satisfied. But people don't expect that, and
Yeah, that's why I work out.
but yeah, I'm realizing like, oh, that's because of the package.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
You ever
yeah.
been arrested?
I have not, but my relative was. I've been to Rikers to visit.
Okay.
I've been upstate to visit.
Wow.
I've been to the Tombs, and actually, I
What are
probably
the
will talk
Tombs?
about it. So, in between going to Rikers or upstate, you go to the Tombs in Chinatown. It's this building with
Oh, yeah.
horizontal slats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, if you see that building, that's where it's
Oh my
called
God.
Tombs.
They have a building
I'll
like
say
that in
that.
Chicago too. Yeah, their slats
Visiting
are
someone?
No, I was in.
Oh, what'd you do?
I did a thing.
All right.
That's the
So
thing.
my relatives, but actually, I really loved.
It was so
visiting.
peaceful. I had a good sleep.
Only you.
I
Could
hate-
have a good spin.
I
of
could
going to
sleep.
the
I
Tombs.
could sleep anywhere. I could sleep anywhere. I had a good nap, and the cops
There you
were
go.
cool. They he's not causing no trouble. I did a little yoga.
nice. Yeah, see, he's progressive.
That's the difference between getting
I'm-
arrested
I'm
in
a-
your
I'm
20s
a
versus
different-
arrested
now,
in your 30s.
now I can just
Yeah.
meditate away.
And not
Other
having
kids
to
are like,
pull-
"Yeah, motherfucker, we just see you." I'm like, no.
I think you can't arrest anybody for doing yoga.
No, you
that's
can't. I'm
impossible.
already arrested. I'm already in there. Nobody's bothering.
I see. You were doing it. I thought you were saying you got arrested for sleeping in public somewhere.
No, not for sleeping in public.
Oh, okay.
That too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my friend's gotten a ticket for that.
Sleeping in public?
Not a red. Yeah.
No, she was like
We
on
got-
the subway.
we
She was
got
like
Alright.
picking up something. And
Very
got a
serious.
ticket.
Sorry, Jimmy.
My show
I
was
like-
cut off.
No, finish your thought.
Sorry.
She said, "All right."
Fourth time I've been on my phone.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
You talk about.
I do. Yeah.
And then
I do.
Okay,
finish your thought, and then we'll close it
it's
out.
too late.
Finish.
Finish
I don't
it.
remember.
You were talking about.
Oh. She like leaned down to pick up something.
So I was
like,
going to say
you're
something else
sleeping.
we were going to talk about.
You cut
Fuck
off.
It's not funny.
What happened? What happened?
Okay.
It's too late.
Tell
What are we
them
doing
where
now?
they can find you.
The Esther Chen _
You have shows?
Yes, I have one on the cellar on Monday.
Nice.
Nice.
Gosh, I think.
Sell it. Yeah.
It's on Monday.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the one with Louis C.K. recently went up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I should go there more. Just
We'll talk about that next week when you come back.
I have.
Am I supposed to like write something?
No,
No,
I'm
she's-
just trying.
Oh.
I'm Natalie Kim NYC on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm one on the 23rd, and I forget, and then on the 13th QED.
Nice. And
Yeah. So I do have a couple things to plug. I'm
Yes,
doing a new
plug it.
podcast
Plug
as
it.
well. It's called This Isn't Right.
new podcast?
Yes.
Yes. Were you inspired by this shitty podcast? And
No,
you say, hey,
not
I
at
think
all.
I can do that.
I wasn't. No. I like your podcast, but it was not a source of inspiration for me. That's the truth. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But I enjoy this podcast very much. But my podcast is me sitting alone in my living room talking for 22 minutes, and I'm just trying to see if anyone will listen for 22 minutes.
What's it
And then
about?
Well, every episode's different. Most of it's been about women because that's what's on my mind most of the time. So, Me Too stuff.
About cutting them off.
Yeah, that. I
Really?
talk about that. And also telling them that they should speak more, like I just did as well, if you remember that.
Such an oxymoron.
It is. It's funny how that works. Like
You should
the
talk more, but you
contradiction.
should stop talking.
That was making fun of you, though. That was just a joke.
But you also did it twice during this podcast.
No, I didn't. I cut. Oh, I may have cut you off
I
once,
did
but
too.
she did. Anyway,
It's fine.
I was talking.
The man
Give
was
us-
talking,
give us a light.
everybody.
Give
Is
us
that
a
the light?
All right.
So
Start the
I'll
light.
finish it up just saying I produce a show now in Brooklyn called The Dead End Comedy Show. It's becoming second Tuesdays of every month. You should all come out. Would love to have you. The next
Holla.
one's this coming Tuesday. It's at Herbs on Beekman, which is off the Q Train Prospect Park. Saturday I'll be at the Parkside Lounge, and with Menno Fernandez. He co-hosts the show in Brooklyn with me. And tonight I'll be at the Grizzly Pear hanging out at 7 o'clock with Comedy Mob and enjoying myself. So, and I'm on Facebook.
I'm
And
going to be there tonight as well.
okay,
Cool.
we'll see each other.
Good job.
I'll definitely be almost as funny as you because you're in the cellar, but I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still the seller. Give it up for
Yeah.
them. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thanks for sticking around.
It's been another episode of The People's Mic.